Hello students, so this is the last lecture regarding this chapter. We have only one topic left to study, which is cell division. So what is cell division? By the term you can predict that when a cell divide, it is called as cell division. So why this cell division is necessary, or why cell needs to divide? So we know that in every multicellular organism there are many cells doing different functions to make organism alive. So when a cell, we know that everyone have its age, or everyone grows old. We also born as a children, grow as a adult, and die when we got very old. So cell also grow old, or sometimes get injured. Cell maybe get injured, may grow old. So these cells which are grown old or injured or maybe damaged needs to be replaced. These cells need to be replaced by new cells. So this production of new cells from pre-existing cells there are already existing produce new cells. So production of new cells from pre-existing cells is called cell division. Production of new cells from pre-existing cells is called as cell division. So now there are two kinds of cell division. There are two processes by which a cell divide. One is mitosis and another is meiosis. Let's see what is the difference between mitosis and meiosis. For that, first you have to understand some terms. That we know that chromosome is present in cell, in nucleus. Every activity of the cell is conducted only if chromosome or DNA is present, because protein is required to perform every function of the cell, and protein can get only be produced from chromosome. Which protein to produce, how it can be produced, every information is present in chromosome. So if we talk about human beings, there are 23 pairs of chromosome. Pairs means 23 chromosomes, and they have their pairs which are exactly similar to that. So there are 23 pairs, means there will be total 46 number of chromosomes. So this 46 number of chromosomes, or we can say 23 pairs, because 23 and 23 both are same. If you consider one first chromosome of this 23 chromosome, it will have two pairs of same structure. So 1 2 3 you go to 23, and similar way there are 23 others. So 23 and 23 which are having same structure, total number is 46 chromosomes are present in human, or we can say in every cell of human. Every cell has its own 46 chromosomes. So this chromosome number should be present in every cell in exact number. If any one chromosome is absent, its function is not will not be done in that cell. So that one chromosome responsible for producing a protein which is required to digest any kind of food you consume So if that chromosome is not present in a cell, that food you consume will not be digested, because it protein required for its digestion can be derived only from this chromosome which is absent. So this 46 number of chromosomes or 23 pairs should be present in every cell, and it should be maintained. So now what happen here in mitosis and meiosis? So there are two types of cell division. It means one cell division is required for growth of the organism. When organism grows, the new cells produced will have 46 number of chromosomes. You take here a cell in which these are chromosomes. This is just a diagrammatic representation to understand. This cell is having 23 pairs or 46 chromosomes. Now for the growth of the body, this chromosome number should remain same in the new cells produced. So both the cells produced will have 46 number of chromosomes each. So these 46 chromosome first have to replicate. This cell parent, we can say it's a parent cell, and these are progeny cells. Progeny means newly produced, young ones. These are parent cell. These two progeny cells are produced from this parent cell. This parent cell is having 46 chromosomes, and to balance or to keep this number, these two progeny cells will have to gain 46 chromosomes each. So these 46 chromosome first have to replicate itself. So first, when a cell wants to divide itself, it will replicate all its chromosome to double. It will double its number and then give it to two new daughter cells. So this process, in which chromosome number remains same in daughter cells and in parent cell, is known as mitosis. Here mitotic type of cell division means the number of chromosome will remain same in daughter cell as of parent cell. So where does mitosis occur? For the growth of organism. Anywhere when the reason of cell division is growth of organism, the cell division will be mitosis type. Now let's see what is meiosis type. Now when human or any kind of organism reproduce, when a person reproduce, it means it will produce new organisms. 46. For the new organism, any organism will produce gametes. Gametes means, if we take example of human, sperm from male and ova from female or egg from female is called as gametes. So if the mitotic type of cell division occurs here, then the chromosome number in gametes will be 46. So in new young one, it will become 92. This is not acceptable, because human cell have to be contain only 46 numbers of chromosome. So here, for the gametes production, chromosome number has to be reduced, because to gain 46 chromosomes in a new organism, first gamete have to be reduce its chromosome number. So here what will happen? One cell having 46 chromosomes first reduce its chromosome number. This is the parent cell, this is daughter cells, which here it is 46 and here it is 23 each. You understand? Chromosome number in the parent cell is 46 and in gamete cells it is 23 only. Why? Because this same phenomenon will happen in a different partner to which this male will reproduce. So this same phenomenon happen in gamete cells of female organism. So it will also have 23 chromosomes in its gamete. So this 23 and this 23 fuse together to form a new organism which will have 46 number of chromosomes. So to gain this 46 number of chromosome while reproducing, gamete production needs 23 pairs or 23 chromosomes, not pairs. So this is reduction division. Chromosome number is reduced. So this phenomenon is known as meiosis. Meiosis only occurs while gamete production, and mitosis occurs while growth of the cell. So this is cell division. The figure is given in your textbook. Now you try to solve every question given in your textbook exercise. It's all answers are in chapter only, and you have understood whole chapter in my 5 lectures. So if you have any doubt, you can go through my lectures and find the answer and write it in your fair notebook of science. Thank you.